Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Patricia, as you probably know, these days people always find ways to make an easy living, right?
That is right, Quincy.
Yeah, well, some people will go to the extremes and they hope to fall into a big payday with these insurance companies after staging one of these accidents in public. Well, lucky for you guys, we put together this parody music video that shows what these scammers look like. Oh yeah, y'all know who this is. One of these insurance scammers who's always looking for a public place and finding a place to try to make a little extra cash. Now, I'm not ashamed, I do it the cheap way.
Let's go!
So watch me slip,
Hey!
and then get paid.
Okay.
So watch me slip, then get paid.
I need some money!
I'm gonna slip and get paid.
Watch me do it!
I'm gonna slip, and then get paid.
Watch this!
Watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me.
Did you see that?
Watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me.
Here we go
Watch
now.
me, ooh, watch me,
Ooh, the floor needs to be wet.
I done bumped my head, I done bumped my head,
Ow.
I done bumped my head, I done bumped my head, oh, I done broke my
I'm
leg.
getting money!
I done broke my leg. I done broke my leg. I done
This
broke my
hurts.
leg. Now watch me work. Watch me work. Watch me work. Is that a mop?
Yeah.
Hey, watch me work. Watch me work. I'm
Ooh,
gonna work.
this is gonna make me a lot of
I'm
money.
gonna work.
Watch this.
I'm gonna slip
Hey!
and then get paid.
Okay.
I'm gonna slip to get paid.
And get paid.
I'm gonna slip to get
Watch me
paid.
do it!
I'm gonna slip.
I'm about to do it and
to
get
get
paid.
paid.
Look at all this money. I'm about to be rich! Yes!
Well, that's exactly what these scammers look like.
It is exactly like that, but luckily for us today, Quincy, we have the experts, the attorneys from Huffman and Huffman, and today we have David Ratz with us. How are you, David?
I'm good. How are you?
What do you think about the video?
Well, I couldn't decide if the acting or the singing was better, so it was a toss-up. Maybe an Emmy, maybe a Grammy. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, you winners.
Pretty close to it. Now, what we did see in the video, obviously, like those wet floor signs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And what happens is some people slip, right? But what happens if you don't have that wet floor sign? At what point is the responsibility on the actual owners of that business? Or is it just like, okay, y'all just got hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't automatically have a claim just because you fell or you slipped or you tripped over something, but we call that premises liability,
Gotcha.
and that's the legal responsibility that the owner has for keeping the property or the premises safe or free from hazards.
Okay.
And if they fail to do that or take reasonable measures to do that, such as warnings, things like that, then they could be held responsible.
Okay.
But of course, that also means that the person that fell doesn't have any liability or fault themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
because
those scammers trying
like
to
those
set it
scammers
up.
that we saw in the video, like someone that's in clutches right there, someone throwing money thinking that they're gonna get a big piece of the cake. Well, David, what are some of the common slip and fall hazard people should know about? Like it can be businesses, public places. What are some of them?
Well, some of them are things such as wet floors, and that could be due to mopping, or it could be from a leak, or just some conditions that cause condensation, things like that, equipment failures. But you can also have uneven surfaces, like sidewalks or parking lots. You can have weather-related conditions such as snow or ice or even rain. So poor lighting can also be one of those things. If there's poor lighting in a walkway or a parking lot, for example. And then cluttered areas. If there are things protruding or sticking out, those could be concerns. So obviously, the person in those areas who's either a guest or maybe a customer or a tenant or somebody on that property that's not part of the property owner, they've got to be careful for those things, right? But the property owner also has to be careful to take reasonable measures
Gotcha.
Yes.
that
Make
those things
sure.
aren't hazards.
Yeah,
Yes.
and some of those measures could also be, more so these days than in the past, video cameras. Like there are always video cameras that are set up so the owner actually has something to go back and look at, right? So is that like a way that the owners can protect themselves?
Absolutely. So those things can help or hurt,
Or
right?
hurt,
So,
yes.
And I've had it in
Because
both instances.
how about if you don't have the sign and the
right.
person go to the camera and say, oh, it's right.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
funny how
against you.
sometimes the property owner suddenly doesn't have the video, right? And then there are other times where that video is helpful to the property owner because somebody is making a claim, and yet maybe that's not a legitimate claim,
Yes.
or maybe the circumstances there aren't necessarily the property owner's fault, or
Yeah.
something that was what we call open and obvious.
And how about when someone that works in the same place, they have the accident? Like if I'm working in a place and that happens to myself, that I have a claim too, like I can go to workman's comp, how that works?
Yeah, so normally if somebody is injured due to like a property owner's negligence, they didn't either warn for that property condition, that hazardous condition,
Right.
or they failed to fix it or fixed it incorrectly, then, the person has a claim against the property owner. But when you're the employee there, that's a little different story
Yes.
because now it falls into what we call workers' compensation.
Yes.
And that is really your avenue to get medical bills paid and things like that. So.
And there's a time frame on that, right? Like a time frame, how long you can wait to file a claim if it's happened like a while ago, or?
Yes, so typically injury claims in Virginia are 2 years.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
you've now that's to file suit. You got to remember there's a whole
Yes.
claims process well before filing suit. So,
Awesome.
if you come to our office a day before that 2 years expires,
Yes.
there's a good chance we're not taking it.
Yeah, you
So-
slip and you won't get paid.
That's what my next question was about. Like, what should someone do immediately after fall asleep in a place, a public place or any place?
Well, one of the very first things they should do is they should report the incident,
Okay.
right? I mean, you want there to be something reported, an incident report or something like that. Number two, take photos if you can, or if you're
Yes.
with somebody, have them take photos of the area,
Okay.
right? Also, if there are any witness to that, make sure you get their name and contact information,
Yes.
Okay.
and, Nancy doesn't help. It's Nancy Smith and
Exactly.
phone number or address.
And then, of course,
So-
they got to call Huffman and Huffman
Of course.
after they do all
Absolutely.
of that, and
But-
you
Yes.
guys take care
Very
of it.
Document
important
things.
to have documents. Yes.
Yeah, document things, and of course, get legal advice because you want to at least talk to an attorney, and of course, Huffman and Huffman, right?
Yep.
You want to talk to us and find out if you have a viable claim.
Okay.
Those are very fact specific.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
very fact specific.
Very important because
Yes.
sometimes we don't know where to start and we don't know if we have a case, like you just say that, David. So very important to call the lawyers. This case, Huffman and Huffman, brothers-in-law.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
and I just know that you got your socks on today, so his
He got
sock game.
game over for you.
Yeah,
no,
his
no,
sock
no,
game is
game over
killing
for
it.
you.
Thank you,
You're not
David.
gonna win against them. Yes, they're the lawyers. Well, thank you so much, David. Thank you.